What is up, players? It's WarbossTae up in his mug. Welcome to my little wrap-up video for the Tyranid project that I've been painting. I had a great time painting these models. I used the Triad color scheme, which is 3 progressive highlights of the same colors. So for the reds and the blacks of the skin and the carapace, I found a set of colors that I liked really well, or a lot. I liked a lot because they came out well for me. And this is a War Master level commission, which means that I'm going to include the paint recipe for the client along with the steps on how I did everything. So he can take a look at that. If he wants to recreate it for any other models, then he can. And I'm really happy with it. So if you'd like to commission my studio to paint something for you, please let me know. Contact me at WarbossTaeStudios@gmail.com. Send me a private message, or you can email me, or you can just write a comment here and ask to get a hold of me here. I'm also on Facebook at WarbossTae and on Twitter at WarbossTae. So I'm gonna just quickly run over all of these guys because I've kind of talked about them to death in all of my other videos. Here's my Moloch. Nothing really changed to him. You can totally see the wet saliva of the inside of his maw there, which I think is fantastic. It's a little gloss coat, and you have instant saliva effects and sliminess. So here's my Carnifex. I think the highlights on this guy came out really nice. They look pretty sharp. Really happy with how that came out. The blacks for the Scything Claws, I decided to go with actual black instead of Incubi Darkness. And so when you highlight both of them up, though, the trick is you use the same second highlight, which is Dawnstone, so that the highlights for the armor plates and the highlights for the Scything Claws are similar. And what that will do is create a very cohesive look for your model. I decided to go with black for the bases also because, or the rims of the bases, because I wanted the colors on the Tyranid model to pop out. And here is our Swarm Lord. I went with Cabalite Green on the swords so that it would just show off, again, a little bit differently from the dark bluish black of the carapace for the models. As a War Master level, like I said, you get more details, more shades, more highlights picked out. I mix my paints a little bit more to add color combinations to give you the best looking finish that I can do. So this is the best that I've ever done, and I've never done Tyranids before, so I'm pretty happy because I think, having never done Tyranids before, this is a terrific standard that I can hold myself to in the future. Here is our Big Mama Tervagon. Thank you to the people on Facebook and on YouTube who've been suggesting that I do a little bit of a gloss coat or a gloss varnish to make the sack and the little babies look a little bit slimy and more, I guess, yeah, slimy and wet and disgusting. And so I did that, and yeah, you're right, it totally works. I'm gonna put these pictures up on Facebook and on my Twitter, and also on my website, WarbossTaeStudios.com, so that you can check out how they look as well. The lighting is a little bit sharp because I lost one of my side lights, so I apologize for that, but wow, disgusting. The last thing I want to show you is these 3 spore mines that I painted up really quickly. They didn't take too long. And the client requested that I include these little gribblies that you're supposed to put on the hive crone, but the client said he'd like it on his harpy. So I said, of course I'm going to give you what you want. So that's how he's going to look, and I am super happy with it. So please let me know what you think, and write a comment below. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you in the next video. Latest, players!